Welcome Capricorns, this is your July 6th to July 12th forecast, and for you what's going to be highlighted is your career and finances this week. So we're going to see what you have going on and get you some messages for that. So let's start off here. We have 8 of Wands, looking at your focus here. Okay, so you may get some sort of communication that you've been waiting for. So this could be the start to something wonderful, the start to something great. And we're going to get some more messages here because this could also be for some of you allowing you to close old chapters. So you may have been waiting on like a particular decision or option, and you may find that however that works out, because it's not telling me either way, however that works out though, there is good luck and excuse me, good fortune coming towards you. So if it is like, if you were waiting on to hear about a particular job offer or something to that effect, if that is something that doesn't come through to you, or you find out that you're not being offered the job, then that is still a blessing in disguise for you. So something better, something that is aligned with you and your authentic self is going to come through to you. So I know that, that may be different from, something that you've been wanting to hear, especially if you've put in some time and effort, which you have, obviously. If you're waiting on an offer, you put in effort towards that. So again, it may not be the exact thing that you want to hear, but if it is the case that it is something they're going to pass on, then absolutely know that the right thing for you will come to you at the exact right moment in time. We also have the 3 of Pentacles here as well. So yeah, there's definitely work involved here, inspired action. There's learning here that you can do. So absolutely trust in the flow of life, and as things are flowing for you, because they are flowing for your highest good. Excuse me. And the things that you're receiving here, the lessons that are coming to you, the blessings that are coming to you, are all a part of your journey here. And again, these things are happening for your highest good. They're exactly what you need at this moment in time. So try to remember that if you feel like it's something that you don't particularly want to be happening. So for you in that case, it's so important for you to take the lesson out of that, so that you are able to stop that cycle and move on towards something that you are desiring, something that you do want. So we also have someone trying to make a move or doing something against your will. And then we have fun and enjoyment as well. So like I said, you definitely may receive some particular communication or a decision that may not be aligned with what you're wanting and what you wanted to happen. However, we talked at length here about how you can definitely frame that in a way that allows you to take the lessons from it and to let it go and to move on towards fulfillment, towards fun and enjoyment. So for you, it may be really important for you this week to get in some celebration time just for being you. So when's the last time you just had a good time? Okay, so I'm hearing this is separate from rest and relaxation, because obviously that's something that would be beneficial to you as well, always, all the time. However, this is about you actually enjoying yourself and having fun and not being in that state of peace and relaxation, although that can be fun. That's fun for me, but I'm speaking specifically about things that you enjoy doing. Like I'm seeing, and I don't know why I'm seeing this, but like roller skating, or rollerblading, or skiing, or with the skateboarding and stuff. So this is like active things that you enjoy doing. Movies, celebrating with your boo, your partner, friends. Again, just celebrating and having a wonderful time. Okay, so let's look at obstacles coming up here. So you may struggle with your emotions and regulating your emotions here, because we do have some things coming into you. So it may also be a situation where you expected a particular offer for a position and you're finding that's not the case. So it's going to result in you continuing to do the work that you're doing, or you may even as a part of that, for some of you, it may be like the boss left and you thought like you would be getting that position or you would be next in line, but you're finding out instead of that there's more work getting put onto your plate in some way. So again, just an example of some things that may come up for you. Apply it how it sees fit, but this is really a time for you, regardless of what's happening here, to work on regulating your emotions, to keep your emotions intact here. And if you can hear, it is thundering out there, so if you do hear that. We also have the Three of Cups here as well, so we have more celebration coming through. So yeah, some of you might be like, fuck that shit, like I didn't get what I wanted, so yeah, I'm not really in the mood to be celebrating at this point in time. Completely understandable. Sometimes it's going to take a couple days, maybe it's the following week that you're feeling back to your normal self, you're feeling healed and whole and complete, and you're ready to enjoy yourself. So whenever it feels good to you, whenever it feels right, do it. Celebrate you just for being you. If you do and are a part of this group that is receiving a particular offer of some sort, celebrate that. Okay? Let's see. So we also have the Ten of Wands here. Yeah, releasing some burdens here. So it may be difficult for you here. So yeah, we talked about a lot going on here, a lot that's happening, a lot of communications, decisions being made here, and then there may be a need for some of you to let some things go here, because this is really about those burdens, those even old like belief systems, thought patterns, and we talked about trying to really reframe this if it's something that you're discontented about or that you didn't want, really reframing that in a way that it is beneficial and helpful to you, and that's going to require you letting go of older energies or energy that is not helpful to you. Okay, so let's look at, so you may have this desire, this need to create balance, or you may feel like things are a little unbalanced for you. And this can be from a financial perspective. So you may be going over budget a lot, or you may not have the funds or resources that you need to keep things afloat here, or to keep things balanced, or to help you to feel that you can focus on enjoying yourself and celebrating here. So what are your beliefs here? So you may be believing and feeling like you putting in the effort and the work should result in immediate outcomes. And sure, input, work, output, outcomes, like, and it doesn't always work that way. It does not always work that way. So, and you're spiritually evolved here. Okay, so you know that, yeah, this is frequencies here that we're talking about. And the more abundant you feel, the more blessings you connect with, the more of that energy and that state that you stay in that higher frequency and on that higher vibration, the more blessings, the more abundance comes to you. And that's how things show up for you. And when we talk about putting in effort and work, that's inspired effort. That's inspired work that makes you feel passionate, that you enjoy doing. So that's where you're going to see, as a result of your inspired effort, outcomes happening and occurring. So you putting in work that you're begrudgingly putting in, or that it's not really your passion, it's not really what you want to do, you're doing it because, maybe you need the money, you need the job. That's not necessarily going to bring you back the energy, because think of yourself in those terms when you are putting in that work type of energy that you're in. That's what's being given out. So, of course, that's what you're going to receive back. So, that really brings us full circle back to the way that you frame your experiences and the frequency that you stay on your journey. So we do have the sun here with your approach. So I feel like you are really presenting to the world, to your employer, to everyone around you, like, yeah, everything's fine, that's okay. And you may just not have the energy, the desire to talk about things or to go more deeply or to be vulnerable. And that is totally your decision. That's totally up to you. There's no judgments here. We all process things in our own way. So you do what you feel comfortable with doing, but you staying positive, even when internally you're a little upset, you may have gotten passed over for an opportunity or something to that effect, or a partnership didn't work out or dissolved in some way. Yeah, you staying positive and continuing to walk in unconditional love. Even though you are learning your lessons, you're allowing yourself to heal. You're allowing yourself to unburden the pain, the heartache. You're still doing that work here, but also you're staying positive and reframing the situations into lessons and opportunities for yourself here. So that is your best bet, to take that sort of approach, and I see you doing that here. So we also have justice here, knowing that everything will balance itself out and you will receive exactly what you are meant to receive at the exact right moment in time. Okay? So let's look out externally here, what's going on. Okay, so you may not see a lot of progress externally, so others may be a little like disillusioned about what's going on here. So you may see this like full well and clear what's happening. For some of you, this is even about you being overlooked or discriminated against in some way, just simply for what you look like or who you are. So you can see truly clearly what's going on here, and it may be the need for others to wake up to the environment, to what's going on, and get out of that matrix type of environment and system, for them to clearly see and fully see the truth and the light. Okay, so it is really coming down here. All right, so we do have the Five of Wands here as well. So I would say, as much as you can, just stay out of the fray, stay out of the riffraff, stay out of the drama. You may want to talk about some things while you got passed over, or whatever setback that you've encountered here. You may want to talk about that, but just really try your best to stay out of the drama and to focus on what you've learned and in the present moment, who you are being, the energy that you're giving off, the state that you're in. That's a much better focus for you at this time. And it's also going to help you to approach things with in a collaborative perspective, because I see some of you also being like, well, yeah, get so-and-so to do it, or, not necessarily being that leader that you have been, because you're just over it, you're drained. Okay, so again, no judgments here, but just do your best to stay out of that energy and that mentality, because you're always a professional, and you will be professional, and you will be having your side hustles and things that you're working on along the way, because it's like, okay, if you're not appreciating and valuing my contribution, then I will find a way to be successful. Okay, so stay focused on your goals and your dreams here. Okay, so let's see what else. Let's move to the guidance. Okay, so we have you being guided to continue. Okay, I just said that. Continuing your work, continuing to be inspired, continuing to work on the things that you are passionate about. And also, just let me say here, as a blessing for you, one of those blessings could be that, yeah, this opportunity would have taken a significant amount of time. It would have taken you away from like family or from specific goals, from your true calling, from what you're supposed to be learning and doing and expanding upon, the gifts that you have. So it could have taken you away from that. So that was the blessing, so that you can stay on track, so that you continue to allow yourself to be divinely guided and step into your true calling and true purpose. Okay? So, continue that work. Don't get discouraged. What else? Keeping the hope, keeping the faith, trusting that you have good fortune coming towards you, and that all will be aligned for your highest good. What else? So we have surprises coming towards you, blessings, abundance, prosperity. So that is your confirmation of like, yeah, don't count yourself out. Don't count yourself out. And we have messages as well. So we do have some more positive messages that are more aligned with your true purpose and your path coming through to you. These are outcomes we're talking about here. So I see you being completely different here from how you started to where you end up. What else? So we have the Akashic records and trusting what you know, expanding your wisdom, and connecting to universal knowledge. All right, so this is that confirmation that the answers you seek are within you, just a memory away. So you can access the Akashic records through going within, okay? Let's see, what else do we have here? So we have love begins, new openings, new beginnings, new opportunities, new chapters here that are starting as a result of you receiving the information that you needed to hear, that's going to allow you to decide what's next for you, what that future is going to look like, and what you want to focus on. So we also have releasing constraints. Yeah, releasing anything that is not serving you, that's not aligned with you, and that's going to happen here anyway. But this is you trusting in that process, and you're being guided to trust in that process. Okay? We also have karmic completion. Wonderful. So you never know what these experiences are leading to, and you have it confirmed here as a part of the process. Like, okay, so I'm just seeing this like so much grander here, and I'm just going to stick with that one specific storyline as an example. So we even said earlier that you missing out on an opportunity or that not being provided to you, it is truly that blessing in disguise that you needed to continue to go down the path and allow yourself to be led towards your true calling. Okay, so that may be just that part that's needed to give you that extra nudge in that direction to say like, oh, okay, so I'm really not going to be working those 12-hour days. I'm going to do what's required of me, what's expected of me, and then I'm going to spend that extra time on my gifts, exploring my gifts, learning, expanding my consciousness, offering my services out, and building relationships out in the community. Okay? So it's really offering you that opportunity to, again, reframe things in a way that benefits you and helps you learn what you need to learn so that you can move forward. Okay, Capricorn, so those are the messages I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.